Pleasant morning, children. You had learnt about good friends like Demon and Pythias in the previous class. I know you love the stories. Now let us learn about Lord Krishna and Sudhama's eternal friendship story. Just you observe the slide here, you will learn about how the friends like Krishna and Sudhama, what is children? How they were. Even the Krishna was Lord, he was a king, but Sudhama was very poor. Although how they maintain the wonderful story, just let us study about. Here, observe the picture, children. This is the Guru Sandipanis. This is here friends Krishna and Sudhama. Lord Krishna and Sudhama were childhood friends who had been at Sandipanis Gurukula as boys. When they were learning in the childhood, they were stayed in the Sandipanis Gurukula. The saint name was Sandipani. They both were learned in the Sandipanis Gurukula. They were studied in the Sandipanis Gurukula as boys. Then, while they were here, observe the pictures. They grazing the cows in the forest, and then finally, after as time passed, the friends went their separate ways. Sudhama and his family lived in utter poverty. Here, observe the second picture, children. As time passed, after they completed their studies, the friends went their separate ways. Krishna went to Dwaraka, and here the Sudhama went to his place. After that, Sudhama and his family lived in utter poverty. Poverty means that is the poorness that is called poverty. He was very poor. Here Sudhama and his wife both were talking. One day Sudhama's wife said, "Why don't you go and meet Krishna, Lord of Dwarka? He will surely help you if he loves you as a friend." Sudhama felt bad at the thought of asking Krishna for help, but he decided to go as he wanted to meet his beloved friend. He wanted to carry some small gift for Krishna. So his wife gave him a small bundle of poha. Poha means beaten rice or avalaki. And Sudhama set off on his journey. Here, the Sudhama and his wife both were talking. Sudhama's wife said to him, "Why don't you go and meet Krishna, Lord Krishna? He was Lord of Dwaraka, he was the king of Dwaraka. He will surely help you." She had the hope about Krishna. He should help you if he loves you as a friend. If the Krishna loves you, he will help you. But Sudhama felt bad. Feel is the past tense form is felt. Feel and felt bad at the thought of asking Krishna for help. Sometimes somebody who are in the poverty, who are in the poorness, they are not ready to ask to someone, either the friends. Like here Sudhama felt bad at the thought of asking how I asked the Krishna for help. But he decided to go as he wanted to meet his beloved friend. He didn't want to ask the help from the Krishna, but he wanted to meet his beloved friend because he was a beloved friend, bosom friend, a close friend, bosom friend, close friend. our beloved friend. He wanted to carry some gift for Krishna. Observe here. He carried the bundle of poha. Poha means, afterwards I will show you. He wanted to carry some small gift for Krishna. He tied a bundle that was, he brought the poha. Poha means beaten rice or avalakki. And Sudhama set off on his journey, started his journey to Dwaraka. Then, when after a tiring journey, Sudhama reached Krishna's palace, because he walked to reached to the palace. He walked. Sudhama reached Krishna's palace. He waited before he went in. He wanted to get into the palace. He was waiting there in front of the palace, as he was not sure if Krishna would remember him. He didn't know if the Krishna recognized him, was not sure, but would remember him or recognize him. Just then Krishna rushed forward and hugged Sudhama. Krishna rushed forward very quickly, ran near to Sudhama and hugged Sudhama, embraced Sudhama. ಆತನನ್ನು ಬಾಚಿ ತಪ್ಪಿಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ, hugged and embraced. In that slide, in that picture, you observed how the Krishna and Sudhama both were embraced or hugged. Then here in this picture, he washed Sudhama's feet. He washed Sudhama's feet with his own hands. That is very important. He washed Sudhama's feet with his own hands. People were surprised and wondered who Krishna's poor guest was. The people wondered, means astonished, surprised, because the Lord Krishna, he was the king of the Dwaraka. He washed Sudhama's feet with his own hands. He used the milk and water and other honey and so other things. He washed the Sudhama's feet with his own hands. People were surprised, because Sudhama was a poor, very poor. He wore the torn clothes. And both the people were wondered means astonished, surprised. ಬಹಳ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯವಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಹೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾಸ್ ಪುವರ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಸ್, ಈತನ ಒಬ್ಬ ಬಡ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ ಯಾರಿರಬಹುದು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಯಾರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಿಸ್, ಬೋತ್ ವರ್ charted. Here Krishna and Sudhama, they chatted happily. Chatted means harte here. There is no proper intentions to talk. That is called chat. They chatted happily about their childhood days. How were those days? How the Krishna and Sudhama were playing. How were the Krishna and Sudhama were grazing the cattle. Like that. They recalled the childhood days. Krishna teased Sudhama, saying, teased means lovely teasing. Teased Sudhama, saying, what present have you brought for me? What present have you brought for me? ನನಗೆ ಏನೊಂದು ಗಿಫ್ಟನ್ನು ತಂದಿದ್ಯಪ್ಪ, ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಕಾಣಿಕೆ ತಂದಿದ್ಯಾ? What present have you brought for me? When Sudhama was a little shy to give him the bundle of poha, he was a little shy. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಂಕೋಚ, ನಾಚಿಕೆ. Shy means ನಾಚಿಕೆ, ಸಂಕೋಚ. That is just like a feeling. He felt very bad. How would I give to him the bundle of poha? Because that is not very expensive, that is inexpensive, that is very cheap. That bundle of shirt to was a little shy to give him the bundle of poha. It is a small bundle of poha. Krishna said, "The gift that you bring with such love means more to me than the most expensive gift in the world." If you bring the any small things with love, that is very important. With love, such love means more to me than the most expensive gift in the world. So many other expensive gifts are there, but compared to that, when the friend brings those things, if it is the very less, although that love behind that gift, the love is very important. Here, like Krishna said to him, "The gift that you bring with such love means more to me than the most expensive gift in the world." The saying, he pulled out the little bundle from Sudhama's hands and opened it. ಆತನನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನ ಬಂಡಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪೋಹ ಅವಲಕ್ಕಿಯನ್ನು ಆತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ದ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್, ಹಿ ಪುಲ್ಡ್ ಔಟ್ the little bundle from Sudhama's hand and opened it. "Oh, it's poha, my favorite food. It's poha, my favorite food." Because the Krishna loves the poha, means avalakki, the beaten rice. He said and started eating it with joy. That is very important. He ate it with joyfulness. That joy is very important. Sudhama spent here poha. This is the poha. Poha means avalakki, beaten rice. He said and started eating with joy. Sudhama spent the night at the palace and returned home the next morning. After the next morning, he returned to his village, his place. Then here it is a picture. He realized that it did not ask Krishna for any help, but was very happy at the treatment he had been given. But what was he going to tell his wife? Sudhama was in for a surprise. As he neared his house, he saw that his old hut means gudisal, old hut was transformed into a beautiful big house. His wife and children came out to welcome him dressed in fine clothes. It was then that Sudhama realized that all this wealth was because of Lord Krishna and the friendship they shared. Here, Sudhama left the palace the next morning with no gift from Krishna. He didn't ask any gift from Krishna, but a magnificent palace stood in place of his old hut. His wife and children wore fine clothes. Such was Krishna's love for his old friend. That was just like a boon. Boon means vara. How the Krishna's help, that is transformed into his old hut, small hut, gudisal, transformed into a beautiful big house. And before that, the family, his wife and children wore the torn clothes, but already teared out. Now they wore the wonderful dresses, beautiful dresses. They welcomed him dressed in fine clothes. Then he realized that it was then that Sudhama realized that all this wealth from because of Lord Krishna and the friendship they shared, how they shared. Like this was the wonderful of the they shared the friendship, the eternal friendship in the world. Got it, children? Now, Thank you. Here, thank you for being such a good friend. Thank you for being such a good friend. Like you carry your, you maintain your friendship along with your friends. They should be good friends. How do you feel with your friends? They will feel like you. So there is no caste and creed and wealth and other things, children. The friendship is eternal. You should maintain it along with your friends. That is very important. Thank you for watching.